Hi, I'm Mike Quigley, Congressman from Illinois' 5th District. Friends, we live in extraordinary times. We are faced with two wars that continue to claim the lives of our bravest men and women. We are battling through the greatest recession since the Great Depression and are trying to put Americans back to work. And we're fighting to save our planet and to reform an antiquated healthcare system that leaves too many Americans out in the cold. We feel the effects of these challenges every day, at work, at home, and with our families. But with great challenges come great opportunities. And there has never been a greater opportunity to improve the lives of the people of Illinois and Americans across the country. I was sworn in April of this year. It was a humbling experience, and still is, to take a new job when so many Americans have lost theirs, to joining a new house when so many Americans have lost theirs, to fight for reform when so many brave men and women are fighting for us across the seas. During my 10 years on the county board, I demanded integrity, transparency, and accountability from our government. These same principles guide me today. And I'm still the guy who values equality above all else. In my first term on the county board, I introduced legislation to provide benefits to same-sex partners of county employees. In my first year in Washington, I co-sponsored a bill that does the same thing for federal employees. I remain committed to the words of Abraham Lincoln at Gettysburg 147 years ago. He asked us if we meant it when our founding fathers wrote that all men were created equal. I believe the answer is, and always has been, yes. It's why I supported repealing the military's discriminatory don't ask, don't tell policy, which forces Americans serving our country to hide their true identities. It's why I've been a leader in the fight for both comprehensive health care and immigration reform. I've also continued my personal and professional commitment to creating a greener and cleaner world. I brought my bike with me from Chicago and regularly ride to meetings in D.C., even the White House. I voted for the Cash for Clunkers program to encourage Americans to purchase more fuel-efficient cars. And I've also voted for the American Clean Energy and Security Act to combat climate change, create jobs, and eliminate our dependence on foreign oil. All that said, at the end of the day, it's difficult to govern and meet these diverse challenges of today without the trust of our voters. I've always believed, as Justice Brandeis said, that sunshine is the best disinfectant, and I will continue to make sure taxpayer dollars are spent responsibly. I introduced the State Ethics Law Protection Act, which would prevent the federal government from interfering in states' pay-to-play restrictions. I've also written a bill to prohibit any congressional earmarks from going to for-profit private companies because we shouldn't be using tax dollars to curry political favor. Part of reforming government is recognizing the importance of bipartisanship and knowing that doing the right thing is more important than a political party. In October, I spearheaded an effort to investigate government officials, including members of my own party, who may have received sweetheart mortgage deals to influence their policy decisions. It wasn't popular, but it was necessary. As we embark on this historic period in American history, there is no well-worn path to tread because business as usual has failed us. 8 years of irresponsible governing turned a surplus into a record deficit. We're chipping away to create jobs, help families and small businesses, and while taking on monumental issues and asking the tough questions. There are no easy answers. But as I've told folks before, this is the hardest job you'll ever love. And there is truly no place I'd rather be than on the front line. To succeed here, you can't ever let anyone tell you can't change the world. Because you can, and you have a moral responsibility to try, now more than ever. We've gotten a lot done in the last 8 months, but we have much more to do. I appreciate your support. It's an honor to represent the 5th District of Illinois in Congress, and I'll never stop fighting for you.